What's good, beautiful people? Derek Jackson here. So, one of my older videos surfaced recently and it's called How He Treats You is How He Feels About You. Now, I made this video 4 years ago and the premise was basically that you don't have to guess how a man feels about you. I was getting a lot of questions from women saying, you know, what does this mean whenever he does this, whenever he leaves me on red, when he ignores me, when he doesn't make plans and blah, 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 blah. Guess what? If a man doesn't see you as a priority, he's going to treat you exactly as such. And I still think that's true. However, with time and experience and new information, of course, our perspectives also develop. And even though there's a lot of truth to that video, there is an exception. And something I've been talking about more recently, that exception is an evolved man. An evolved man doesn't treat you how he feels about you. An evolved man treats you how he feels about his principles. An evolved man treats you how he feels about his commitment to God or whoever or whatever it is that he submits to spiritually. Like, an evolved man treats you how he feels about his commitments, his promises, which I think is the safer bet because that's where real emotional safety comes from. It comes from consistency. Like, even if a man feels really good about you and he pulls out all the stops and he gets you flowers and he gives you the sun, moon, and stars and rolls out the red carpet, how safe do you really feel emotionally if on the other side of that, when he doesn't feel so good about you, he snatches that same red carpet from under your feet so you fall flat on your face? Like, I know there's going to be some people saying, well, he should never feel like that if he's a good man. Like, look, no, if you're in a relationship with somebody for more than 3 months, at some point, your feelings are going to change. Feelings change with the wind. You're going to like them one day, not like them the next. You're going to want to be around them. You're going to be annoyed the next. But with an evolved man, even when he's aggravated, maybe you done caught an attitude with him, maybe he's just kind of in a funk, is not going to change the priority that he puts on the time that he spends with you. That's not going to change. His feelings are not going to dictate the commitments that he made to the relationship. You know, even whenever you gain a couple of pounds or something like that, it's not going to change the level of affection that he knows that he has to give you in order for you to continue to feel desirable and to feel his attraction to you because, you know, maybe physical touch is partly how you receive love. Now, I'm not saying that an evolved man is just this bionic robot who doesn't have any feelings. Like, there's literally no fluctuation in his mood, his energy, his capacity to give you love, you know, like he can just pour from an empty cup. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there will always be parameters. Like, think of it like this, like bowling. When an evolved man loves you, it's like bowling in terms of there's these bumpers on each side. So he's not going to always bowl a strike. He's not going to always blow you away with how he's coming in a relationship. However, he's never going to go to the gutter with it. Even when in his feelings and in his emotions, he wants to, you know, again, maybe you talking at the side of your neck. Maybe you got kind of crazy with him, some things that you're going to have to apologize for later. He's not going to go to a level of disrespect because his principles won't allow him to. That's what he's accountable to, not his emotions. Now, in the same way, an evolved man is still human. He still can't pour from an empty cup. There's still cause and effect in terms of how you treat him and how that's going to impact him. Evolved men are especially wary what relationships that they get into because of the amount of work that it takes in order to develop to where you can operate outside of your feelings. And also, evolved men know their worth. They know what type of value that they're bringing. So they're very careful to get back what they're bringing to the relationship in terms of that consistency. However, with women, the consistency doesn't come from a place of principles and all of that, because that's not how the feminine operates. That's masculine stuff. The feminine still operates very intuitively, you know, by feelings, but the consistency from women comes from a properly managed internal environment. You know, all of those stresses that ain't got nothing to do with a man, you know, maybe insecurity, some internal battles, whatever, you know, some deep-seated things that you got going on. A properly managed internal environment allows you to separate that from how you're coming in a relationship. One of the sexiest things to an evolved man, and I go more in depth about that and the other things that will literally make an evolved man crave you in my masterclass, The Secrets to Making an Evolved Man Crave You. So if you missed that, I'm giving free access right now, but it comes down soon, down at the link in the caption. So go ahead and click it if you haven't got that yet. But the moral of the story is this. Yes, there is truth to the fact that a man will treat you how he feels about you, most men. But don't get a man that treats you how he feels about you. Don't get a man that treats you how he feels about you on any given day. Get an evolved man that treats you how he told you he would treat you on the day that he made you his. That's the real win. But make sure you can give him the same thing. But those are just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Again, The Secrets to Making an Evolved Man Crave You is down at the link down in the caption. I'll let y'all later. Y'all be good. Peace.